Caiden Cowger. Somebody
ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. So today, Hillary technically becomes queen, basically becomes the Democratic presumptive nominee, because after California, which is supposed to be, I guess the countdown's tonight. I don't have to check CNN's little countdown clock that they seem to have up every single time. 174 hours until California primary. Now we're down to, I don't know, a few hours. Going on right now, actually. So technically it is, yeah. But, so we're waiting on the results for that. Hillary Clinton getting sworn in as the queen of the Democratic Party. She's already royalty from her husband. But, yeah, there's one thing that I saw the other day that came up here. And it was on FoxNews.com, and some other news organizations reported it. I think CNBC was one of the groups, surprisingly enough. But anyway, Hillary Clinton delivered a speech on income inequality. Income inequality. Guess what she was wearing? She was wearing a jacket during that same speech that cost approximately $12,495. So here she's giving this speech on income inequality, and she's wearing a coat that is worth $12,000, really $12.5. I mean, we're just $5 off from $12,500. So according to what we have here, this is from FoxNews.com. Looks like it was originally published on townhall.com. Despite focusing on income inequality on the campaign trail, Hillary Clinton is no champion of the middle class. In fact, while addressing this very topic during her New York primary victory speech in April, she was doing so wearing a... I'm going to mispronounce this. I'm sorry, because I know that a lot of you fashion people that listen to the broadcast are going to say, Caiden, how could you possibly not pronounce this correctly? I believe it's pronounced Giorgio Armani? Giorgio Armani. I don't know. I've got to ask somebody, because I think I pronounced it all right. Armani. I think it's Armani. Armani jacket, whatever. It's an expensive coat. All right, that's the point. That cost $12,495 via the Huffington, not Huffington Puffington. It's a New York Post. The polished outfit was a snark contrast to the fashion choices Clinton has made in the past. As First Lady, Clinton wore frumpy pastel skirt suits. Or pants, it's skirt suits, but she's wearing pantsuits now. As New York Senator and Secretary of State, she attempted a more serious look, wearing pantsuits, there you go, in a rainbow of colors, probably to signify her support of the LGBTQ community. But anyway, so mocked that they sparked memes. And you can look those memes up on Google. They have her in rainbow, like all the colors of the rainbow, every pantsuit they have laid out in this meme on there that has her in all the colors of a rainbow. Yeah. But anyway, but now the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, see, now she's a presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, whose dowdy and maternally style has haunted her throughout her entire political career, is making her first real effort to play the fashion card. She's upgraded the designers she wears, opting for high-end European labels. Why? Because you can't get anything made in America anymore. That was my little input. And hired a team of image experts that includes former Michelle Obama aide Christina Shaki, who's been tasked with shaping her style and making her more relatable. Yeah, because, of course, everybody can relate to $12,000 suits. Okay, and you should see the thing. It's as hideous as, never mind, I can't say that. After what happened with Trump and Carly Fiorina, I will not make fun of her face. Or his face, whatever it is. But anyway, but now the Democrat, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we already read that. Opting for high-end European labels and hired a team of image experts that includes former Michelle Obama, blah, 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 who's been tasked with shaping her style and making her more relatable. She's even rumored to have Veep Veep, V-E-E-P, with 2 E's, Veep makeup artist Barbara Lacey on the payroll. So this is, Hillary Clinton, she's really getting decked out here to run for the president. She wants people to know, hey, I'm the first female president or female candidate running for the presidency. I'm going to get it. There you go. First nominated presidential candidate. There you go. Candidate is what she is, because I think there was another lady who ran before. But anyway, this is that's what we have going on with Hillary Clinton. So she gave this speech on how poor she is and how much she cares about the middle class while wearing a $12,495 suit. Isn't that just spectacular? Anyway, let's see. What do we have going on here? I suppose. Here we go. This is according to thehill.com, talking about Hillary Clinton. They're claiming she's going to lock up this entire presidential thing tonight with the nomination process, that is, for the Democratic Party. According to thehill.com by Rebecca Skarntarvi, or Skanskursky, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Anyway, Hillary Clinton's top presidential campaign aide said on Sunday that he expects the Democratic presidential frontrunner to get the delegates needed to secure the Democratic nomination after Tuesday's primary contest. We think we're going to come out of Tuesday night with the delegates we need for her to be the first woman nominee on a major party ticket in the United States, Clinton's campaign chairman, John Posada, said on Fox News Sunday. So we're looking forward to that. Several states, including the delegate-rich California, will hold primaries on Tuesday. Both Clinton and her rival, Bernie Sanders, have been campaigning in the Golden State ahead of the primary. Posada touted Clinton's lead over Sanders, saying that it is a Vermont senator's decision about whether or not to stay in the race until the Democratic National Convention in late July. But he emphasized that Clinton will have the Democratic delegates necessary for the nomination. He said that Clinton's campaign will do everything it can to reach out and appeal to Sanders' supporters. We want to bring this party together because the country faces a major threat with the presumptive GOP presidential nominee Donald Trump, Posada said. And we hope that he will join us. He's been out there saying that he wants to work 7 days a week to stop Donald Trump, and we hope that's starting as soon as possible and that he will go ahead and fulfill that commitment and work with us. Posada said that the general election is just coming into focus, brushing off poll numbers that show the race between Trump and Clinton tightening. He has consolidated Republicans, and that's led something of a tightening of the polls, he said. But this has really just begun. So this is what is being said on thehill.com by this John Posada with Hillary's campaign, saying that she's pretty much going to lock it up tonight, which, we've known this for quite some time, ever since she put her little name in the hat, and you have these nobodies that started filling out stuff. But the thing is that people hated Hillary so much on the Democratic side that they flocked to a socialist. And, the thing that gets me is that for years they've been saying, socialism is a right-wing thing. Socialism is on the other side. You're the side of Hitler. You're the side of the... They've blamed the Republican Party for that for how long now? And now we're finding out, no, actually, we were right. The Democrats are the ones who are the socialists. Because look at how much support Bernie Sanders, a Democratic socialist, has in the Democratic Party. And see, everyone keeps making it out like because Sanders is a Democratic socialist, it's so much better. That is the biggest bunch of nonsense I have ever heard. Because basically, socialism, when it's full-fledged authoritarian, it is where basically people are murdered, okay? The country is murdered. Democratic socialism is where the people vote for socialism, which is basically, I guess you could say, suicide. Yeah. So that's the difference between democratic socialism and your regular everyday socialism. Your regular everyday socialism is murder because the government comes in and just kills your country. And then you have democratic socialism where you're stupid enough to pull the trigger and kill yourself. That's pretty much what democratic and regular socialism are. Okay. But, that's that's the truth. I'm sorry if it offends anyone out there, because I know that we have these safe spaces anymore. But I'm just going to tell you, if you're going to be listening to this show and you get overly offended about everything, be in your car or wherever, you're not going to have a safe space with this program playing. So I suggest just turning it off, or keep an open mind and maybe actually learn something and listen to this program. Whatever would suit you. But anyway, so that's what we have going on now. I have Bernie Sanders basically being thrown under the bus tonight, which, considering that he's 73, I don't know how much more that he can take. But then you have Hillary that, she's getting the nomination, her and her $12,495 suit. So that's what we have going on right now. So that is just absolutely fantastic. Let's see what else we have going on here. Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been receiving a lot of criticism here recently because he made a remark that basically what it's being portrayed by the media, because the judge that was hearing Donald Trump's case regarding Trump University was Hispanic, and I'll get you the name of the guy here in a second. Donald Trump believes that the guy's biased because Donald Trump wants to build a wall between the United States and Mexico, and because I think it was his parents that were originally from Mexico or something like that, he thinks that this judge is going to be biased in support of illegal immigration because of his parents' ancestry. Well, whatever. So the media is making it out like Trump is a big old racist again, and I will admit to you, personally, I didn't care for his remarks, because from what he allowed them to do, in this interview, he allowed the media to manipulate him into making it sound like if a judge is Hispanic, they have no business in overseeing anything legally regarding Donald Trump, because they're going to have a biased opinion because Hispanics don't like him, is what it sounded like. But, it's hard to tell with Trump, because you don't know if it's media manipulation and they're trying to make it sound like that on purpose, which, they've done it before, or if this is Donald Trump's, actual remark, because it was in an online thing that from what I saw here, it was just a news article. But it's you've got biased journalism, and it's hard to decipher. But the thing is, guys, and I'm just going to be completely honest with you, I don't think that Donald Trump is racist. I personally wouldn't make a remark like that, because when you get to this illegal immigration issue and building a wall between here and Mexico, in all honesty, I mean, while Mexican heritage could potentially play a role in it, if you're still loyal to Mexico, then I could see that as being a problem. This guy was born in Indiana, so he's an American citizen. If he has any, okay, I'll put it this way. The bias would be if he had relatives that were in this country illegally. That is when it would be biased and it would be concerning. But you don't have any substantial information to back that up. Therefore, you shouldn't be making statements like that. But that's what Donald Trump did. And I started investigating this a little bit further because I wanted to know for myself, is this guy seriously biased against Trump, or was this just a Trump being Trump? And I looked it up here, and the guy's name is Gonzalo Crucial, and he was appointed to the bench in 2011 by President Barack Obama. So, more than likely, this judge is a liberal Democrat, otherwise Obama would have never appointed him. So, the argument that Trump should have used should have been that he was appointed by Obama, therefore he's going to be biased against him in this court case, which, that's probably more than likely the case. Because when you really get down to it, there are conservative Hispanics who oppose illegal immigration. There are conservative Mexican immigrants that come over here legally that oppose illegal immigration because they love this country, enough to actually follow our laws. And they believe that our borders should be secured. It's liberals that are pro-amnesty, and ethnic origin is really, it's insignificant. So what Trump should have done in this circumstance was point out that this guy is more than likely a liberal, and because he was appointed by Obama, he could have very well been potentially biased.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time.
This is Buchanan's 1460 WBUC.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
J.P. Morgan is now holding a record 55 million ounces of silver. Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting another financial crisis, and over time, they're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. Silver is trading below its production costs and is predicted to double by 2020. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. If you find a better rate, they will easily match it just for you. Plus, their specialty is precious metals IRA rollovers for the ultimate in IRA security. Be one of the first 20 callers today to receive their free definitive gold guide, plus their exclusive A Sterling Time to Be Buying Silver report. They have an A-plus rating with a Better Business Bureau, so call the experts at Capital Gold Group now and see what investing in gold and silver can do for you. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. 4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. Running for the presidency is supposed to be about portraying yourself as the most professional candidate fit for the office.
Caiden Cowger.
So what does Hillary Clinton do?
Somebody had to say it.
She barks like a dog.
You know? Who let the dogs out? 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 You know?
Show notes and segments from today's show will be posted at CaidenCowgerProgram.com. If you're on Twitter, just follow Caiden Cowger at Caiden Cowger.
That would be the best decision of your life. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on 1460 AM WBUC Buckhannon. Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. It is great to have you with us. Yeah, so that's what we have going on there with Trump. In hot water again, I tell you. Guy just can't stay out of trouble. But I genuinely do not think he's racist. He's employed, hundreds of Mexicans, hundreds of Hispanics. I mean, guys, he's not racist. I don't believe that. But he has to be very particular about the words that he uses because the media is looking for clips to make it sound that way and to make it out like this guy is a racist. And you have people that are not afraid to be making that accusation. So, the thing is that he needs to use wisdom more in what he says, but, it did work. I mean, he stayed in the media once again. So, perhaps I shouldn't be giving advice to a guy that's been manipulating the media for how long now? But that's just my personal opinion. I personally did not like the comment from how it, was made. And the thing that I don't understand is that he's strong on that issue, but when it comes to this transgender garbage, he just is, well, I'm going to stay neutral, basically. I'm going to go back and forth. He's not neutral, but he is. Like, he doesn't take a position on it on a federal level. He says it should be left up to the states, and I don't know. I just don't like it, and I don't understand why he's not stronger on some of these other issues when he's giving these politically correct answers to this, nonsense. But that's, that's just me. That's my opinion on this entire thing. I have a video that I want to play for you here from CNN. Jake Tapper really slammed the Obama administration's poor transparency and has stated that it betrays certain disdain for the public. So let's go ahead and listen to this. This is referring to some of the stuff that's going on in D.C. Go ahead and play it.
Now to an Obama administration decision that we learned about today, one that is once again at odds with President Obama's much ballyhooed pledge to be the most transparent administration in history. The issue at hand, Hillary Clinton's role in crafting the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which is the largest regional trade deal in history, brokered while Hillary Clinton led the State Department. It's a deal which the likely Democratic nominee vouched for as Secretary of State no fewer than 45 times between 2010 and 2013 and called it the gold standard of all trade deals. But as a candidate with harsh criticism about the trade deal coming from Bernie Sanders and desiring the support of labor unions that oppose the deal, Clinton said she did not work on the controversial trade deal, and she came out against it, arguing that Congress should reject it.
As of today, I am not in favor of what I have learned about it. I have said from the very beginning that we had to have a trade agreement that would create good American jobs, raise wages, and advance our national security. And I still believe that's the high bar we have to meet. I don't believe it's going to meet the high bar.
Now, Clinton's role, or of, in the behind-the-scenes formation of this trade deal has been of real interest. Almost a year ago, last July, the senior editor for investigations at the International Business Times, David Sirota, filed a Freedom of Information Act request with the State Department for then-Secretary Clinton's correspondence related to the Pacific trade deal. Now, this is certainly in the public interest. Sanders is not the only Clinton opponent of the trade deal. So is Donald Trump. He's also critical of the trade deal. Last November, State Department official Charlotte Duckett estimated that Sirota's request would be completed by April of this year. That did not happen, however. And today, Sirota announced that the State Department has told him that his request will not be completed until the end of November, after the presidential election. Now, the average Freedom of Information Act request made of the State Department takes 111 days to process. Sirota says this one, according to his calculation, will take 489 days. Now, this means that you, as a voter, will not have information that you might want about Hillary Clinton and an important substantive issue dealing with jobs and trade. You won't have that information, of course, until you've already decided whether or not you vote for her or for Donald Trump. The Department Inspector General in January noted that the State Department is particularly weak among Obama administration agencies when it comes to fulfilling the obligations of this law. The IG said that responses to these requests are deficient, that there aren't enough personnel at the State Department to carry out all the requests, and that State Department leaders have not played a meaningful role in making any improvements. And at a certain point, one begins to wonder if these weaknesses are deliberate and that these efforts to conceal information do not conceal a certain disdain for the public. And you're right to know.
So there you go. Well, something else in it. Jake Tapper, according to Washington Free Beacon, tore into President Barack Obama's promise to make his administration the most transparent in history on Monday, as the State Department announced that it would not release all of Hillary Clinton's emails before the 2016 presidential election. There you go. So, guys, the most transparent administration in the history of the United States is not being all that transparent. Go figure. Guys, that's the thing. All right. These Democrats, these progressive liberals, deliberately try to deceive and manipulate their way to victory. They divide, they conquer in many circumstances. Look at who we have as president. But it's just so absolutely outrageous. So now you have where Hillary Clinton's emails are not going to be released until after the presidential election, which, potentially, Lord forbid, she becomes the next president of the United States. That could have prevented a lot of people from voting for her. But with that already out there, I guess it's different now. Guess we don't need to know before the presidential election. Why? Because they want to ensure the Democratic president presently in the White House wants to ensure that a Democratic president succeeds him. It's so corrupted, but that is where we are presently at. President Obama is covering for Hillary Clinton and is doing the very best that he can to ensure that Hillary Clinton is elected as the next president of the United States. So he's cutting her some breaks. He's going to try to prevent that information from getting out. Now we're finding out, these emails are not going to be released until, over 400 days from now, until after the presidential election in 2016 in November. Not going to be released until then. Guys, I tell you, this is the most corrupt administration that we have had in I don't know how long. Because they keep saying, Obama, we're going to be transparent. We're going to have all this transparency in here. And then here it turns out, no, he's not being transparent at all. He's covering for his Democratic buddies that are involved in these scandals. And the reason why this is being held back from the public, more than likely, is because there is something incriminating in those emails that they are preventing from being released to the public. And Jake Tapper is absolutely right. CNN, the Communist News Network, is finally telling the truth. It's exactly right. What is taking place here is that they are keeping this information from the public. Why? Because they seek to deceive the American voters in order to win this upcoming election. We have something else that is quite fascinating to read for you in the next segment that's pertaining to another thing that Democrats are wanting to do in order to expand their base. They've wanted to get amnesty by giving free citizenship to illegal immigrants. Why? Because it's going to expand the Democratic base. Now they're wanting to do something else that is also going to contribute to the expansion of the Democratic electorate. And it is a doozy. So wait till you hear this once we get to, we're going to try to cover that. I'll get to that in the next segment. But guys, I tell you, this entire administration is full of such corruption, of such dishonesty, and people have to see it. And that's really why I believe Donald Trump has to get elected in there. You can't have Hillary Clinton. I don't care what your opinion is of Trump. He is not worse than Hillary. We have to vote Trump in there over Hillary. I'm sorry, we do. It has to happen.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
This is Buchanan's 1460 WBUC.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
If you've ever been looking for a way to invest your money, gold can be a very good investment. Let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is one of the best companies in the business dealing with gold and other precious metals. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and can offer spectacular information on investing in gold. All you have to do is call 1-800-932-4108, and they will give you the knowledge that you need to make an investment. Even if you've just been curious about purchasing gold, this is a great group that can provide you with reliable information. Call 1-800-932-4108 and also ask them about some of their ebooks, such as 10 Shocking Reasons Why You Should Buy Gold and the Definitive Gold Guide. These resources are great for anyone, especially those that are just curious about investing. Call 1-800-932-4108. And some of their products that they offer are quite amazing. I mean, they have the gold bars, they have the gold coins, but they also have this thing called a Valcambi bar. And this is basically just a little bar about the size of a credit card that can fit into your wallet, made up of little grams of gold. So anytime that you just want a gram of gold, you just break one of them off. It's really quite neat. So by all means, contact our friends at Capital Gold Group. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. You know, running for the presidency is supposed to be about portraying yourself as the most professional candidate fit for the office.
Caiden Cowger.
So what does Hillary Clinton do?
Somebody had to say it.
She barks like a dog.
You know? Who let the dogs out? 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 You know?
Show notes and segments from today's show will be posted at CaidenCowgerProgram.com. If you're on Twitter, just follow Caiden Cowger at Caiden Cowger.
That would be the best decision of your life. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on 1460 AM WBUC, Buckhannon. Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. It is great to have you with us. Now, here's what I was going to tell you. I told you the Democrats are looking for another way at expanding their base, at expanding their electorate. You know what they're trying to do now? So first we have where they're trying to establish amnesty, giving free citizenship to illegal immigrants. Well, now what they're trying to do, get this, they are introducing a federal bill to reinstate the votes of convicted felons. You heard correctly. They are introducing a federal bill. It'll affect the entire country that will reinstate the votes of convicted felons, according to Joe Schiffstall, whatever, from the Washington Free Beacon. A bill has been introduced in the U.S. House of Representatives that would restore the voting rights of convicted felons. The No One Can Take Away Your Right to Vote Act of 2016, well, that's a long one, was introduced by Representative Alan Grayson, from a Democrat. Yeah, that's really surprising. It would amend the National Voter Registration Act of 1993 to prohibit states from disqualifying individuals convicted of criminal offenses other than individuals convicted of murder, manslaughter, or sex crimes from registering to vote or voting in elections for federal office. Grayson, who is running for the Democratic nomination in the state, I guess it's Florida, said that he introduced the bill to give felons a second chance. He added that felons are entitled to equal protection under the law. It's a bill about redemption, about giving second chances, and about closure, Grayson said. We can't have first-class citizens and second-class citizens in America. Under our Constitution, everyone, even convicted felons, are entitled to equal protection under the law. In Florida, which is home to 1.5 million individuals who cannot vote due to their felony convictions, the largest number in the United States, the Public Interest Legal Foundation, an Indiana-based election integrity group, said that the Constitution's 14th Amendment affirmatively allows states to remove voting rights of people who are convicted of crimes. Amending the National Voter Registration Act would not and cannot trump what the Constitution expressly permits, the group said. So here you have a Democrat, once again, trying to manipulate the Constitution, saying, oh, that's unconstitutional. Why? Because I don't like it. That's exactly what's taking place here. And here's the interesting thing, guys. They decided to conduct a little study on this. And guess what they found out? 7 in 10 felons register as Democrats. They're Democrats. So the majority of 70% of felons are Democrats. So of course, Mr. Grayson would like to have 70% of that 1.5 million able to vote again. It would create more votes for him. So, guys, this is really just quite fascinating. I tell you, here you have the Democrats once again attempting to basically slant this entire thing, are trying to further their agenda rather than promoting something that is beneficial to the country. Because if a person is not able to make proper decisions for their lives, if they're not able to make correct decisions for their own lives, how in the world can you trust them to make decisions for others? You can't. But that is what the Democrats want. They want a bunch of people that are brainless to have the ability to vote. Not saying that all people with felony convictions are brainless, because I know a few that have definitely redeemed themselves and have done a fabulous job at that. But I am saying they are wanting more people to register as Democrats. Well, 30% of the felons are smart. 70% of them are stupid. No, 70% registered Democrat. That is that's 1 million 50,000 new Democrats that will be established in Florida if that would pass on a federal level, not to mention the rest of the United States. So, guys, I tell you, it's really just quite interesting to see how the Democrats try to manipulate the law, how they try to push their agenda just to get more political support. It's definitely politically motivated. I don't understand how anyone could say that it's not. Of course he wants 1.5 million other felons to have the ability to vote. They're all going to vote Democrat. So, guys, that's what we have going on there. Yeah, that's what we have with this guy out of Florida. Isn't that great? We have another thing from Washington Free Beacon. Federal agencies reported over $136 billion in improper payments in 2015. The Government Accountability Office reported that $136.7 billion were spent by federal agencies on improper payments during fiscal year 2015, but the actual total was likely higher. Agencies are required to report their improper payments if they send more than $750 million in taxpayer money or have an error rate of 1.5% or higher. Improper payments occur when funds go into the wrong recipient, when a recipient receives too little or too much money, when payment documentation is not available, or when the recipient uses federal funds in an improper manner, according to the Obama administration's payment accuracy website. The federal government has assessed improper payments since 2013, while Obama and his administration has praised itself for lowering the rate of improper payments since 2009. The actual rate is unknown. So, there you have the Democrats once again. Look at how great of a job we're doing. Give us a sticker in here. They're doing far worse. Using the GAO's estimate of $136.7 billion in improper payments at a 4.8% error rate, just a 4.8% error rate, approximately $2.85 trillion in federal spending was reported. By the federal budget in fiscal 2015 was $3.69 trillion, nearly one-third more than the $2.85 trillion reported for analysis. So here you have a bunch more money that's been wasted. Great, fantastic news. But this is what happens when you have a liberal leadership. The entire country becomes messed up. I mean, like I've said on this program before, we have just 4 years of Obama, going on 8 years now of Obama. We don't even know which bathrooms to use anymore. Men can't make up their mind. Do I go into the ladies? Do I go into the men's? I don't know which one. I tell you, it's only in Target, but that's that's a whole nother thing. Guys, I tell you, it's I don't know what's happening to our country. I sincerely do pray that Hillary Clinton does not get it and that Donald Trump wins. And then when Donald Trump wins, I sincerely pray that he will make the right decisions and won't, embarrass us. Okay, that's I don't think he will. I hope, and I am taking the man at his word that he's genuine. I think he, is very well, definitely interested in helping this country, but he's got to watch his mouth. And that's, really something that I think that this recent remark was easily manipulated into meaning something that it wasn't intended to. But Trump has to look out for that because it happens, and they can easily make him out to be what they want him to be, which is a racist. In other words, they can just splice these clips of Trump and make it out like he's and when you're helping him out by making statements like what he did with the judge, it just contributes to that notion, and you've got to be careful of that. You got to be very, very wary of that. Another thing that we have here, according to Drudge Report, I'll go ahead and get to the article on here, but apparently gun sales are up 13 months straight, according to Free Beacon. Oh, that's on Free Beacon too. 13 straight months of gun sale records. The FBI completed a record 1,870,000 checks through the National Instant Criminal Background Check System. So there you go. Almost 3,000 more checks than May of 2015, which set a record at the time. So that is nearly 1 million more checks than May of 2008. So fantastic news for the gun industry. I mean, it's just fantastic. Great for the Second Amendment as well.
Keeping America straight. You're listening to Caiden Cowger on 1460 AM WBUC, Buckhannon. Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
If you've ever been looking for a way to invest your money, gold can be a very good investment. Let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is one of the best companies in the business dealing with gold and other precious metals. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and can offer spectacular information on investing in gold. All you have to do is call 1-800-932-4108, and they will give you the knowledge that you need to make an investment. Even if you've just been curious about purchasing gold, this is a great group that can provide you with reliable information. Call 1-800-932-4108 and also ask them about some of their ebooks, such as 10 Shocking Reasons Why You Should Buy Gold and the Definitive Gold Guide. These resources are great for anyone, especially those that are just curious about investing. Call 1-800-932-4108. And some of their products that they offer are quite amazing. I mean, they have the gold bars, they have the gold coins, but they also have this thing called a Valcambi bar. And this is basically just a little bar about the size of a credit card that can fit into your wallet, made up of little grams of gold. So anytime that you just want a gram of gold, you just break one of them off. It's really quite neat. So by all means, contact our friends at Capital Gold Group. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. You know, running for the presidency is supposed to be about portraying yourself as the most professional candidate fit for the office.
Caiden Cowger.
So what does Hillary Clinton do?
Somebody had to say it.
She barks like a dog.
You know? Who let the dogs out? 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 You know?
Show notes and segments from today's show will be posted at CaidenCowgerProgram.com. If you're on Twitter, just follow Caiden Cowger at Caiden Cowger.
That would be the best decision of your life. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on 1460 AM WBUC, Buckhannon. Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. All right, this is just dandy. This is from Breitbart News. Professional Republicans in the Never Trump movement continue to oppose the presumptive nominee selected by the GOP electorate and are now floating strategies to throw the election to Hillary Clinton. That's just great. This is by Julia Hahn, Breitbart. However, an examination of Clinton's campaign promises reveals that Republicans who are willing to thwart Trump in favor of Clinton will be complicit in electing a president who would seek to bring about the complete and possibly the irreversible dissolution of our nation's borders. This is great. A review of Clinton's stated positions on the issue suggests that she is perhaps the most extreme candidate on immigration ever to run for the office of the U.S. presidency. Her views place her even further outside than the mainstream of the American electorate than President Barack Obama, who systematically dismantled U.S. immigration law during his 2 terms in office. Below are just some of the few extreme immigration policies held by Clinton. She wants to expand unconstitutional executive amnesty. She wants to have amnesty within 100 days. Clinton has pledged to enact amnesty within her first 100 days in office, as NBC recently reported. She stated, if elected, the former Secretary, this is what they reported. If elected, the former Secretary of State has promised to build on President Obama's executive actions and introduce comprehensive immigration reform during her first 100 days in office. Clinton's website has explained that by comprehensive immigration reform, Clinton means full citizenship for illegal immigrants, which would give them welfare access, voting privileges, and the ability to bring over their family members through chain migration. As president, Hillary will fight for comprehensive immigration reform that provides a full and equal path to citizenship, Clinton's website states. She's wanting to freeze deportations, stop deportations from taking place. There's no need to secure the border because it's already the most secure border we've ever had, is what Clinton said. You have closing detention centers, wanting to get rid of that. She's wanting Obamacare for illegal immigrants. She's wanting a full path to citizenship for illegal immigrants. She's wanting to expand the refugee resettlement, bringing in these potential terrorists into the United States. As Donald Trump has observed, crooked Hillary wants a radical 500% increase in Syrian refugees. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Guys, this woman will completely destroy the United States. And, partially, you have to blame a lot of the Republicans for her victory if, Lord forbid, she would win. Because you have a lot of these members of the Republican establishment that are doing the very best that they possibly can to take out Donald Trump. And they will give Hillary Clinton the victory. And this nation will become so far gone, I don't know if it's, able to be saved. I mean, this could very well be it. And we say this all the time, but this could be the icing on the cake because we are already in a bad circumstance. And if we elect somebody who is horrible like Hillary, we are so done. We are done. We're finished. For all of you English teachers out there, we are finished. I really just do not understand the mentality behind the Never Trump movement, because you would think if they think that Donald Trump is too liberal, wouldn't Hillary Clinton be even worse? I mean, for crying out loud, at least Donald Trump doesn't support amnesty. Hillary Clinton does. So disgusted with it. I really am. Guys, thank you for listening to us tonight. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. And as always, for the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you. God bless and God save this nation.